Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Look, Kuklia, written in Greek, but I think I'm pronouncing it correctly. And there's been some improvements in the village for those of you who've not been here for a while. Some nice stone walls, and there's a nice little park area where I was sitting making my little video for my little channel called Cars and Me. If you want to find out a little bit about hire cars, buying cars, selling cars, those kind of things, why not go and hunt me down on YouTube, Cars and Me. And of course, if you want to see Marika whizzing around and doing bits and bobs, fashion and makeup and those kind of things, go and hunt her down on Marika and You. So this is that park on the right hand side, and they've done some nice improvements, some beautiful little benches. There's actually functioning toilets, and there's a little fun park if you fancy an adventure on a slide or two. But in Kuklia village there's quite a few tavernas, quite a big expat community going on, shall we say. There's a golf shop, or there was anyway, I think it's still here, and there's also a jeweller's as well, quite expensive one, and a lot of tavernas and a mini market, police station, all the little facilities you'd expect to find in quite a nice little village, quite quaint. And there's some tourists driving around. Well, they may be expats, but they're in a hire car. How do I know that? Because they've got a red plate. So Kuklia Central Supermarket, you see. And then over here on the right hand side is a museum-y thing and an old churchy thing, I think it is. You can go and Google it, can't you, and find out what it is, but there it is. And there's the jewellery shop, and there was a golf shop next door to it. Doesn't seem to be there anymore. Anyway, never mind. If you want to go golfing, you go up to, again in Kuklia, you go to Secret Valley, and of course you go to Aphrodite's Hill, see? Little tavernas everywhere. Kuklia Medical Centre, you see? Little bits of information by watching the little channel known as Marika and Me. Not a very big village, by the way, but it's got some little narrow roads, but they all come out in the end, shall we say. So you're seeing the old traditional part of Cyprus. Reminds me of Wales, because of course that's where I'm from. Winds you back in time a little bit, a bit more relaxed and a bit more tranquil, isn't it? Anyway, we are going to head out towards Paphos, and it says on that sign that Paphos is 17 kilometres. So there we go. The airport's a lot closer, by the way. The airport is literally over these treetops and over these houses, and just down the road to the left, as I say, is Secret Valley and of course Aphrodite's Hills. But we're going to Paphos, so we'll follow the signposts. And there's another little meeting place. There we go, see, cafe, little restaurant. Sit there, have yourself a coffee or two. So we're going to follow the signs. It says go this way. Not a big village, but you could get lost, couldn't you? See, some old ruins as well. Could be someone's perfect home, that, couldn't it? There's that, well, structure, shall we say, there, which I'm not sure what it's called, but there's a museum and there's a church, and it's an archaeological site. And I think you can get married there as well, if I remember correctly. What's it say there? It says the Paphos Museum, the Sanctuary of Aphrodite. I tell you what, that girl didn't half get around, didn't she? She was everywhere, especially in Cyprus. Now I think we go this way, but they've forgotten to put a sign up. So we're back in towards the village square area. Tavernas and little cafes, all waiting for you. And they are, they're all waiting for you. And they'll all give you a great welcome. And of course the prices around this humble villages, should we say, are a little bit more reasonable than in downtown Paphos. You can probably get a plate with, let's say, pork sovla, that's little pieces of pork on a skewer, or chicken sovla with salad and chips and bits and bobs and pita bread, probably for less than 10 euros. But don't quote me, drop in the comments what's your experience, because most people that I know that live out here or come here for a holiday always say it's very relaxed, very tranquil, and well, as you can see, the views are pretty good, because over those palm trees, that is the blue Mediterranean Sea. And of course that's Paphos Airport, somewhere in that area as well. So if you are coming on a big bird, you could probably walk from the airport or get your mates to pick you up, maybe even Mr. Paul, because he does pick people up from the airport now and again, especially if your name is Lady Alex, yes, which of course is why we are in Kuklia. We've just dropped her a little car for her to have a little shufti at. And you never know, she might have a look under a mattress and find a couple of bob and help to fund the Marika and Me Lounge Bar, because that's everything that Mr. Paul is doing at the moment, is to raise money to make sure that we get to open the Marika and Me Lounge Bar on, of course, the 15th of March 2025. And I'd like to thank all of the people who are looking into their mattresses and gifting us those couple of bob. Whether it's buying a coffee on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. That's how you do it. If you'd like to gift us a coffee or two, or perhaps even be generous and buy a brick in the Marika and Me Lounge Bar for £50. That's all it costs. Don't forget to drop your name and a little message, and your name will be jeweled in the Hall of Fame. That's for sure. Also, if you'd like to contribute, buy a brick, or even contribute a little bit more, because quite a few people are, you can choose to do it via PayPal. All you have to do is look me up on PayPal, Paul G Cyprus, P-A-U-L, that's Paul, G is G-E-E, and of course Cyprus. And up will come a little picture of myself and Marika smiling at you and saying thank you very, very much indeed. And of course there'll be a drink, and your name will be on the Wall of Fame as you go up the Hollywood stairs in the soon-to-be opened Marika and Me Lounge Bar. I tell you what, this car, the road noise is quite high. When you're driving around lower than 50 kilometres an hour, it's quite quiet. But when you get to about 75 kilometres, yes, I'm speeding, because I think I should only be doing 60. But I know where the speeding bans are, and there doesn't tend to be that many out this far. They tend to congregate on the roads that lead into Cyprus' main capitals like Paphos, Nicosia, Larnaca and Limassol, because they're waiting for you. See, Paphos Airport there, 8 kilometres. If you take a left just coming up, and there's more archaeological sites and dams and things coming up here on the right as well, by the way. And if you go to the right for 56 kilometres, you'll get to the Troodos Mountains. And I wonder if they've got a white cap yet. I wonder if the snow has started. I'll have to message someone up there. Can't give his name away, but big shout out to his dad, Baron John, and of course his mum, Baroness Louise, and his sister, the baby barn hawk, and of course the man of her dreams, Harry the Keeper. And big shout out to Louise, by the way, because she's about to retire after many, many years working for the NHS. She's enjoyed most of it. Obviously there's been some ups and some downs, but she's certainly looking forward to putting her feet up and perhaps getting on a big bird and coming back to Paphos to celebrate it. And hopefully you do, because we'll go out for dinner, perhaps to McDonald's or KFC, you know, whichever you fancy, or push the boat out. I tell you what, we'll go to the Mall and we'll go to Burger King. That's a bit more expensive, isn't it? But, well, you can't have a drink because that'll cost too much money. Only joking. Perhaps a Chinese restaurant, or perhaps, as you suggested, John, we'll go to Suite 48. And you never know, we might even make a little video while we're there. So, where are we now? Mandrea, that's coming up on the left-hand side. And that's a very, very popular place again with expats and holiday makers, because it's very close to the airport and pretty close to Paphos, isn't it? Yeah. Big shout out to Lady Anna, my superstar. Hopefully she enjoyed her fabulous day in downtown Krakow, Poland yesterday, because Poland was celebrating their Independence Day. And I've no doubt she was dancing on the cobbles with Dr. Tomas, and probably their son, that naughty, naughty little boy, Sir Bart, was spinning his wheels in his Audi Quattro on the cobbles, because I've got a feeling you may be getting a bit of a chill down your neck of the woods. Drop in the comments. Have you got snow yet, Anna, my superstar? Are you having to use the four-wheel drive on your Lexus? Great car, Lexus, but not so good in the snow, because of course the four-wheel drive is not that good. But pretty sure Dr. Tomas will be keeping you warm. That's for sure. So, we're now heading towards Timmy, which actually is where the airport is, by the way, the international airport of Paphos. So if you are coming for the first time to Cyprus, that's where you'll touch down. Well, unless you're coming and paddling like crazy on a canoe, like those two Varans from downtown Damp in Cardiff. The rumour has it they've set off and they're paddling like crazy, dressed head to toe in blue. They've got a couple of balaclavas as well, and a bag full of cash, because they know that they're going to have to make a huge contribution to the Marika and Me Lounge Bar, especially if they want their names on a brick on the Hall of Fame. Looking forward to seeing you guys. And Marika is not going to take you to the Mall. She's decided you can spend your cash on, I don't know, a table, a chair, something in the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. Paphos Airport is coming up on the left, 4 kilometres. pretty quiet at this time of day. Most of the flights come in the early hours of the morning, don't they, at the moment, because obviously it's cheaper for the airlines. Drop in the comments, how much does it cost you at the moment if you were coming from, let's say, France or Italy? Perhaps Lord Ronaldo and Lady Sylvie are checking the prices, because they'll be coming back to Paphos very, very soon, because they're going to spend Christmas in Paphos and hopefully start the rest of their lives. What's this chappie doing? He's carrying a cable. He's going to plug something in. There we go. You see? He's wiring up for Christmas, I think it is. But we'll let him get back. He's taping it up. So there we go. He's taped that up. So they're having a live feed from across the road by the looks of it. See? This is electricians working in Cyprus. What do you think of that, Baron von Cigar? What do you think? Bit of sticky tape. Stops the traffic. Feeding the cables up. His Gumbaru's on the roof. They're pulling like crazy. What are they doing? It's electric, because there we go, you see? There we go. The technicalities. Perhaps we should have a chat with them and get them to come and hook up the electrics in the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. Got a big, big thumbs up and a big, big thank you from them again. Very, very cigar. That's slowly and very relaxed in downtown Cyprus, which is why people keep on coming back, isn't it? Month after month, year after year, because they understand that Paphos is probably one of the greatest holiday destinations in the world. So get yourself on that internet and start looking up for that perfect resort, that perfect apartment, that perfect villa. And I'm pretty sure that once you've done it, you'll keep coming back again and again. And what do you think of the weather, by the way? If you just tuned in, we are literally in the middle of November. The temperature is 25 degrees outside and it's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Mr. Paul is heading home for lunch, if you're curious. The day's work is done. I like to get up early, 6 o'clock-ish, get out, beat most of the traffic, then go and have coffee, then get in a traffic jam, whiz round here, whiz round there. But around about 1 o'clock, it's time to go home, collect the Gracevula booth, that's Marika, and more often than not, yeah, you've guessed it, we'll be heading down to downtown Paphos and sitting in our bar, well, our future bar, and pondering what the hell have we done. But hopefully, when it's all complete and all the stresses and the strains go away, you guys will come in and buy a coffee or two, buy a breakfast, and hopefully sup on a pint or two to keep us afloat. Yes, and even if you don't buy a brick now, by the way, as time goes on, you can always come in and buy a brick any time of day, any time of night, and we'll make sure that your name goes on the Hall of Fame. People will be able to go up and down those stairs going, oh look, Baron von Cigar, he must have gifted them a couple of bob. Oh look, Baron Nigel of the Big Guns, and of course, yes, his girl and our girl, the one known as Baroness so sweet Caroline. Thanks very, very much indeed. And a big shout out to Duke Ian and of course his girl Duchess Tracy. They're back in downtown Chester. Hopefully the weather's not treating them too badly, and hopefully he's doing a little bit of overtime and twisting some metal. He's the gentleman who was in a video only a couple of days ago telling us some of the pluses and minuses of the bar, and there wasn't a lot to do, and it's a shame he was going home because, well, we could have got him to do it for us, but hopefully he'll come back and see us, and hopefully he'll give us a big, big thumbs up. I'd like to say a big, big shout out to Lord Ritchie and Lady Zuzka in downtown Chile. Bratislava. Yeah, it's getting a bit cold in Bratislava. Fabulous city though, great views. Some of the pictures I get sent by the man known as Lord Ritchie are unbelievable when the mist is settling, and he's a good photographer as well. Little bit like our Princess Darlie up in Scotland there. But big, big thank you to Lord Ritchie and Lady Zuzka for your purchases of a couple of bricks, and of course your names will be up in lights on the Wall of Fame on the Hollywood staircase in the Marika and Me Lounge Bar. And of course there'll be a special seat for that little Princess Darlie, who's not that little anymore, by the way. She's grown up pretty rapidly, and I got a feeling she might grow up to be a professional photographer, because she does seem to be pretty good. So hopefully when her dad, that's my cousin King James, and her mum, who has to be a queen, Queen Karine, jet into Paphos, they'll come and join us in the lounge bar, and Princess Darlie we'll go and take a picture or two, and hopefully we'll get to post them on our Facebook page and hopefully onto our website. Yes, our website will be coming soon. We've got a gentleman on it as we speak, and he is Sir Leonard, and of course his girl and our girl, Lady Laura, and we'll be having a chat very, very soon indeed. He's a professional web designer and he's offered to help us out, and of course we will accept every bit of help that we can get, especially if you're the best in the world, which I'm pretty sure that he is. And he's going to come to Paphos on holiday next year, and there'll be a drink or two waiting especially for you and of course for the two boys. This is almost Paphos. If you take a left, by the way, you would go down to Cape of Paphos, 8 kilometres. So it's not far from Cucklia, not far from the airport, around about 20 minutes on a bus, in a car. And this is one of the reclaiming sites, you see. It's called the Colony Green Point. So if you've got some rubbish, that's where you go. But I think most of the people are going home for lunch now, as we can see. Anyway, I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, smash that subscribe. Please don't forget to keep on coming back for that little bit more of my complete and utter madness. Please don't forget to go and hunt us down on the Buy Me a Coffee platform, and please don't forget to go and hunt us down on PayPal, because that's how you can keep the channel afloat and help to make the Marika and Me Lounge Bar the greatest bar in the world, and certainly in downtown Cato, Paphos. Thanks for watching. I look forward to your company again very, very soon indeed. Let's light this cigar. It's only a little one because, yes, Sir Chris, we are spending our money on other things, as many, many people know. But as I like to say, life on the island of love is good. Thanks for watching.